됐죠? 늦어요? 쟤네 스타킹 다 갈아신고 와야 돼.
Let's welcome teams of Kyrgyzstan and Myanmar.
Very warm welcome to the Hithadhoo Football Stadium. We are in the Maldives, and this is the group stage match, the last in Group A of the 2014 AFC Challenge Cup. It features Kyrgyzstan, and they take on today Myanmar. Kyrgyzstan without a point and without a goal from 2 matches, and Myanmar with 1 win and 1 defeat behind them.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the pleasure to invite Rosena Adam, elected parliament member of Addu city of Midu and Maradufedu, Vice President of Kyrgyzstan, Omarbek Kutuev, Vice President of Myanmar, Ting Ong, to be introduced to the players and the officials of the team.
So Kim Mong-Lwin, who takes over the captaincy today for Myanmar in the absence of the suspended Yen Peng. And the officials, 2 of them from the Kyrgyz Republic and 2 from Bahrain. And now it's Vladimir Verevkin, the captain of Kyrgyzstan, introducing his team to the dignitaries for tonight's game. We'll have the 2 national anthems shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of Kyrgyzstan. now the national anthem of Myanmar.
There's Radojko Abramovich, the 64-year-old Serb, the head coach of Myanmar. And Kyrgyzstan is coached by the Russian Sergei Dovryankov. Kyrgyzstan, who lost the second match here in the group stage to the Maldives by 2-0. And there are 5 changes to that lineup. Askarov, of course, who was sent off in that match, is missing, and so too Baimatov, Shakrikov, Kum and David Tete. Well, Myanmar also coming into this game at the back of a loss. This time it's a 2-0 defeat in the hands of Palestine. They make 3 changes to that lineup. Out goes Ong Hing Kiao and Ong Si-tu, along with the suspended captain Yen Peng, replaced today by Ten Zor, himself returning after a 1-match suspension. David Tan is back in midfield, and there is a place for the young Kiao Min-woo. So Kim Mong-lwin is the captain today for Myanmar. Takes his place alongside Vladimir Verevkin, the Kyrgyzstan captain. Referee from the Korea Republic, Ko Hyung-jin, assisted by his compatriot Lee Jung-min, and the second assistant referee from Bahrain, Muhammad Jafar Muhammad Salman, and the fourth official also from Bahrain, Jamil Abdul Hussein Mohammed. Over at the National Stadium in Mali, the other Group A match in the progress also. Maldives aiming to make it to the last 4 at the end of the 90 minutes. They take on table toppers Palestine, and on paper a far more difficult task for the Maldives to take on the undefeated Palestinians, and Myanmar perhaps on the paper far easier in the form of Kyrgyzstan. Morale perhaps not that high after 2 defeats, and seeing their chances of qualification for the knockout stage vanish after the loss to the Maldives on Wednesday. So it will be Kyrgyzstan in the red to kick off this match against Myanmar, all in white today here in the Group A. The last group stage match here in the AFC Challenge Cup of 2014, being held here in Hithadhoo Football Stadium in the Maldives, as the first throw of the day goes to the Myanmar's captain Kim Mong-lwin. He plays with Tenzor, Somintun and Ong Zo in the back line in front of the goalkeeper, Hithadhoo. And the rest of the starters for Myanmar, David Tan, Yanong Kiao, Min Min Tu, Kiao Min Hu, Nien Chang An. And the man whose 2 goals destroyed Maldives in the first match, Kiao Koko. Down goes Cassian. Cassian, who was a substitute in the match against the Maldives on Wednesday. There he is. Cassian, who is 26 years of age, making his 7th appearance. He will have Avchev, Kishin, Tago, Milazanov, Lasichev, Kachenko, Israelov, Litvaliev and Verevkin as his teammates today. The goalkeeper unchanged from the first 2 games, Pavel Matiesh. So well, they're lifted in. It was Tenzor who clears. Now it's Koko. So Palestine with 6 points, top Group A. The Maldives with 3 points, superior goal difference to the Myanmar side, who also have 3, and Kyrgyzstan with no points and no goals. That's the state of the affairs here in Group A. So Palestine, perhaps the easiest of the chances as Hithadhoo goes down well. That's a fine stop from the Myanmar's goalkeeper. It's a great shot from Vlasichev inside the opening 3 minutes with a stiff shot that really tested Hithadhoo. Kishin, who had a phenomenal game against the Maldives. Here's Vlasichev again. Just sails over Hithadhoo's goal. It's Kyrgyzstan having the best of starts. There's a newcomer to the side today, Vladimir Verevkin. Well, he's 27 years of age, Verevkin. Played in the 2006 AFC Challenge Cup tournament. Taking over today from David Tete, who was a big disappointment in the match against the Maldives, not rising to the occasion. Daniel Tago, the Ghanaian-born, retains his place in the back line for Kyrgyzstan today as the man drafted in, Milazanov. Temperature currently at 27 degrees Celsius. Possibility of light rain coming on in the later part of this match. We've had rain in the last 2 nights. And Afghanistan played Turkmenistan. Heavy rain fell too. And the flag went up there against Min Min Tu. As Kiao Koko, the match winner against the Maldives on the first match day. A little suspicious at time, the call from the referee's assistant. Somintun. Headed away by Litvaliev. Another newcomer to the side. Chanong. Foul called on David Tan on Avchev. David Tan restored to the starting lineup today for Myanmar. Takir Avchev, his fifth cap tonight. Kitchen. Picked up by Min Tun. Goes back to Hithadhoo. This is Sergei Ryankov, the Russian head coach of Kyrgyzstan. His record now stands at 3 wins, 1 draw and 2 defeats from his 6 games in charge. Down goes the 17-year-old Nien Chanon. He, along with Kiao Min-hoo, who has the number 20 jersey, both 17 years of age. Min-hoo playing his first game of the tournament and only winning his second cap. Mong Luin goes back to Min Tun. Now Tenzo sent off in the match against the Maldives. Kishin. Ball given away to Lutfuliev. That's Kashin. Lutfuliev slipping the ball through, and the referee spotting the flag. I think it's the captain himself, Kachenko. It is Kachenko who has slipped into an offside position. Vladimir Kachenko, he turns 30 on May 29th. The most capped player in the Kyrgyzstan squad. Tenzo. Picked up there by Avchev. Min Tun. Mong Luin begins his run. Goes to David Tan first, now to Mong Luin, slipping it through to David. Kiao Koko. Tago. Unfortunately then, catching the heel of Vlasichev. Min Tun. David Tan. First real meaningful foray by the Myanmar side after 10 minutes of play. Kyrgyzstan already testing Hithadhoo from the opening whistle. The first shot from Vlasichev in the 3rd minute, which was saved by Tiha. First touch, not his best for Kiao Koko. is seeing a lot of the ball. And again, Chan Ong just unable to time his run to meet David Tan's cross. Kim Mong-lwin, a towering figure in the defence for his country. He's 25 years of age, Mong-lwin. Plays for Yangon United. There's the 21-year-old Valery Kitchen, about to launch a long throw. He plays his football professionally in Russia for FC Ufa. Hasn't scored for his country as yet. It's a long high ball, and therefore Verevkin. It's a foul by Kashin. Kyrgyzstan playing for pride, really. They're looking for their first goal of the campaign. It's too close to Matias. Abramovich, the head coach of Myanmar, who was totally displeased with the display against Palestine when Myanmar lost by 2-0. Says that the spirit that was so evident in the match against the Maldives was totally missing in that match against Palestine. So they've got to find that. Still believes that Myanmar can make it to the semi-finals. Also, Taco clears. Kitchen gives it away to Ongzo. Now Yenong Kiao. Back heel doesn't work. And it's off target for a corner to Myanmar. Ready for shots. Radojko Abramovich, 64, the Serb. Now in his 4th month in charge of the Myanmar national team, after spending over a decade managing Singapore. He was last with the Singapore national team in December 2012. Took a year off from football and was back in charge this time of the Southeast Asian nation of Myanmar in February this year. Now is Relov. Litvaleyev. There was the header from Kaminu, which came off Targo, and which led to a counter-attack, ending with Litvaliev's shots at Hithadhoo. Just past 15 minutes of play. No goals as yet. I'm sure the teams will be told the proceedings of the other Group A match happening at the National Stadium in Mali between the Maldives and Palestine. And the Kitchen puts the ball out for attention here to be accorded to his captain, Vladimir Verevkin. Referee Ko gives the thumbs up. No need for the medical team to come on. Play will resume with the Myanmar's throw, and they give possession back to Kyrgyzstan. Pavel Matish, the 26-year-old keeper, plays for Dordoi Bishkek, the Kyrgyz side. They finished second in the Kyrgyz league. There's a few teammates as well in the squads, and Kyrgyzstan gets their first goal of the tournament, and it comes from Verevkin. Well, they'll be delighted. And they've scored their first goal of the campaign. 27-year-old Vladimir Verevkin. After going past 10-4, managing to squeeze in between Zormin-Tun and Hithadhoo. It's a fine strike by Verevkin. Kyrgyzstan are in front over Myanmar by 1-0, 17 minutes played. And Hithadhoo conceding his 5th goal of the tournament. Well, a team who is not under pressure always plays the better football, so they say. And Kyrgyzstan just proving that they're enjoying their football, not too far away as Kitchen will collect a corner. So very high work rate, Kitchen, in the match against the Maldives on the Wednesday. And the father on Min Tun. Myanmar topping Group A in the qualifying tournaments in March last year, in this group which included India, Guam and Chinese Taipei. Myanmar coming away with 2 wins and a draw. The wins were against Guam by 5-0 and over India by 1-0. And they drew with Chinese Taipei 1-1. Tago. Now Vlasichev. There's the speedy Israelov. As Kyrgyzstan threatened again. Still Israelov, squares it. And the shot from Lutfuliev comes off Mintun. They try again. This time it's over Yenong Kiao. Kyrgyzstan not letting off. And Israelov very nearly squeezing it off Hithadhoo's far post. Luckily, Israelov, who was booked in the match against the Maldives, is 20 years of age, going close there. Plays for Dynamo 2 Kiev in Ukraine. He's already scored 2 goals for his country. There's a Myanmar. Have a free kick now. Conceded there by the Kyrgyzstan captain, Gachenko. Martiesh working his three-man wall. Vlasichev, Kishin and Gachenko in the wall. Here it comes. This time it will be a corner. Takes the second corner short. Alonso finds Matish in a commanding fashion. It's a wasteful ball from the Kashin. Minu to Onkia. The final Group B matches will be played tomorrow. Turkmenistan in the third place at the moment in the Group B with 3 points, taking on the Philippines, who have 4 points. They are in second spot. And Afghanistan, who top Group B with 4 points, taking on the already eliminated Laos. Well shielded back by Avchev to Matiesh. It's a miss there by Lutvolev. Now picked up by Chanong. David Chan to his left, slipping it through to Onkiao. Out comes Matiesh. Tenzo. Minhu. After Milatanov. The free kick to Kyrgyzstan. Daniel Tago, the 27-year-old, born in Ghana. He plays in Tajikistan for Rega Tuzanzoda. Tago on the ball again. Vlasichev. It's a bit short, but still managing to get to the ball. Kishin. It's away by Mintun. Now Chanong. An easy check there by Tago. So breathing in pain, the Tago. Play continues meanwhile as Relov finds Vlasichev. And then Nian Chanong. Still Coco. And now perhaps they'll have a look at Tago as Matish puts the ball out. Immediately feeling the effects of that challenge by Nian Chanong. Daniel Tago. Myanmar's FIFA ranking currently at 173, supposedly 147th ranking for Kyrgyzstan. Hithadhoo should be back in action pretty shortly. Signaling his intent to rejoin the action, trying to catch referee Kerr's attention. So again, Onkau throws it back to Matish. And referee Kerr waves back Hithadhoo. Ball slipping by Israelov. Ninchanong. But I don't think Hithadhoo can continue asking that he be replaced. The coach Sergei Tevryankov busily getting his substitutes to come on for Hithadhoo. And Kyrgyzstan will soldier on with 10, at least until the substitute gets a little warm up and gets ready to be fielded. David Todd now to Onkau. Go. Well, he doesn't realise that the Matish had come off way off his line. It's a back heel there to Minwoo. And Minwoo goes on the chase. Cleared away by Bulatanov. No, David Todd. Here's Onkau. Coco just shaft off the ball. Comes back to Onkau. Israelov. Now Lutfulov. TRC2. Thankfully his parry went straight to a teammate who cleared instantly. It's a good shot from Lutfulov.
Substitution for Kyrgyzstan, player number 17, Tagoi, replaced by player number 6,
Ongzo. Now Tenzo to Zaminton. Kim Mong-lin. Half an hour of football play. Kyrgyzstan leading Myanmar by 1-0. The goal from Verevkin on 18 minutes. David Tan. Mong-lin. Back to David. Mintu. And it's off the newcomer, Shehzad Shakirov. Free kick Myanmar. Kyrgyzstan. Blocked now by Avchev. Matish repositions the two-man wall. Not happy with the jostling in the penalty area. So the two number threes being spoken to. Tahir Avchev and Zormin Toon. Also tries again, slips by Kishin. And the rebound. Somehow Matish managing to keep out the ball. And of David Tan for a goal kick in the end. And Kyrgyzstan are lucky to have survived the Myanmar's onslaught there. A couple of rebounds. And it was a Matish. There's a Matish with the most significant of the interventions, and unfortunately for him, Kyrgyzstan just a little off balance, and eventually came off Mimitu for a goal kick. So Kyrgyzstan tries as many as fouls committed by Myanmar. And acrobatically away by Kishin. Coming up the head of Minhu and Kishin. Having his first real look at the Myanmar's goal. Myanmar were a real powerhouse in Asian football in the 60s and 70s, when they were then known as Burma. Finished the runners-up in the AFC Asian Cup back in 1968. Trying to regain some of their former glory. Recently in the ASEAN Football Championships, just in 2004, they finished in the 4th place. Lost to Singapore in the semi-finals, 8-5 on aggregate, and in the 3rd, 4th placing playoff, lost to Malaysia by 2-1. The goal scorer Verevkin has hurt his arm. Kishin. Aware there of the injury sustained by Verevkin. There's a referee Ko. Rushes back to have a look at Verevkin. DPR Korea won the last edition of the Challenge Cup. They also took on the Fair Play Award. And Pak Nam Cho, their player, was voted the most valuable player of the tournament. David Tan. Minton. Now David. Kiamilu. Only his second cap at the 17-year-old. Chanong. Kitchen so cool under pressure. Full life. Vlasichev. Well, Mimbin 2, I think, will be yellow carded. The referee just stopping short of, well, he's taken out his yellow card now. And it is Zomin Tun, in fact, who has been booked for the challenge, as both he and Mimbin 2 went for the same man, Vlasichev. And referee booking the Myanmar's defender, Zomin Tun. He's 22 years of age, Zomin Tun. It's a pretty youthful squad, the Myanmar side. Hithadhoo read it at the last, took a little deflection along the way. Hithadhoo, his fifth goal now in international football. His 21st cap. Plays for Yadala Born in the Myanmar's League, the 25-year-old keeper. Ball comes from Onkiao. Kyrgyzstan throw. Shakirov. Minu. Onkiao. To Ongzo. Five minutes to half time. Tenzo. Ongzo to Onkiao. Ongzo just stopping his run, and with that, the Myanmar's attack comes to a halt. From the way that Delio Taco reacted, he tried to come back, following a little treatment, just unable to continue. And Kyrgyzstan making an enforced change, bringing on the Shakirov for Tago in the 29th minute. Ongzo, the 24-year-old defender, plays for Yangon United. Many in the squad drawn from the Yangon United Football Club. Matias, I think he knows the ball is going away from goal, just diving to his left to make sure. Been 2 it was with that shot. The 26-year-old. Well, he does not play for Yangon United. He comes from Yayawadi United, in fact. Anatoly Vlasichev plays his club football in Kazakhstan with Spartak Simoy. And Tenzo concedes a free kick. Well, he's back from suspension and he duly gets the yellow card upon his return. Blatant body check there on Israelov. Mimin 2 and Amongwin now join Tenzo in the ball. And then Chang'an and Zomin Tun along with Ong Kiao. All are joining in now. Vlasichev stands alongside Israelov, and it might be Kishin who will have a blast here, but it's Israelov. Found a little space to bend it round the wall, takes it on the ground, but doesn't trouble THC2. With full life. And Vlasichev, first touch, not quite good enough. Baldwin. Now to Minu. Koko. Testing Ashev. David Tan misses terribly, and Shakirov with the clearance. Three minutes of time added on. We have a stoppage right here in the opening moments of the first minute of stoppage time. Vladimir Verevkin took his team to Thailand, played a couple of friendlies, lost to Muangthong United by 2-1, and also were defeated by the Thai under-23 squad by 1-0. David Tan leaves the field. Myanmar will soldier on with 10 till the half-time whistle comes along. Myanmar rewarded the free kick here. Mien Chanong will take. Coco. Chanong. Put it clear by the Militsanov. Seventh cap tonight for the 24-year-old. Israelov. Kassin. Kyrgyzstan charge forward again. Half time coming up in a matter of seconds. Kitchen steals the ball away from Minu. Vlasichev. Israelov. And Israelov and Mong Luin looking on anxiously, awaiting the referee's decision, which will be a goal kick to Myanmar. There goes the half-time whistle in the half in which Kyrgyzstan distinguished themselves with a goal by Verevkin after 18 minutes of play. Came close on a couple of occasions, and Myanmar the best chance in the 32nd minute in a melee in which Kao Koko had his shot saved by Matiash. That was the closest they came, as Myanmar and Kyrgyzstan go to the dressing rooms for a half-time break. We'll take a break too from AFC Football Stadium. Half-time then, it's Kyrgyzstan 1, Myanmar 0. Welcome back to Hithadhoo Football Stadium, and it's all changed here with the rain coming down just as soon as the half-time whistle went. A reminder of the scoreline: Kyrgyzstan in front by 1-0 over Myanmar here in the Group A match. With the other encounter, it's a scoreless affair in the Mali between the Maldives and Palestine. Well, let's hope that the rain will not be a factor. They're preventing the teams from playing more good football in the second half. Shakirov was the first change, coming on in place of Targo for Kyrgyzstan in the 29th minute, and Myanmar have just made their first change. At the start of the second half, we await confirmation of the change in personnel. So referee Ko Hyung-jin of Korea waiting for the go-ahead to get this match restarted. It will be Myanmar, the team in white, who will get us underway here in the second half against Kyrgyzstan, all in red. Two bookings in the first half that went to So Min-tun and Tenzo, the two Myanmarese defenders. Let's hope that the pitch will stay in good condition. Looking at the ferocity of the rain that has come down, there might be some parts of the pitch which will succumb. David Tan, who had gone off injured, stretched off at the close of the first half. I just wonder if he is the one who has been replaced. We're still waiting for confirmation. The two Myanmarese players backing into each other. There's the substitutes, Kong Situ. And indeed, he who has come on for David Tan. Kyrgyzstan with the free kick. Just a little reminder of the status here in the Group A. Palestine 6 points heading the group. Maldives with 3, just ahead of Myanmar. On the goal difference, both teams with 3. Kyrgyzstan with no points to show for. And the free kick drilled along the ground from the goal scorer, Verevkin. Well, should Kyrgyzstan hold on to this scoreline and deal Myanmar a blow, and the Maldives and Palestine play out a draw as it stands in the moment in Mali, and it will be Palestine and Maldives who go through to the semi-finals at the expense of Myanmar and Kyrgyzstan. All will be played out over the next 40 plus minutes, both here in Hithadhoo and also in Mali. Ongzo throws to Ongkiao. Chanong goes back to Min-tun. Here's Kong Situ. Good effort from Kong Situ. Another €21. Good shot again by Verevkin. TRC2 alert to the effort. Lutfuliev. Wins the free kick. (31 years of age, Lutfuliev. 11 games played before today, 2 goals. And TRC2, same stance adopted as when he took away Verevkin's effort just a minute earlier. Lutfuliev again. Kishin, a cutback. The missed opportunity there from Shakirov. It's a nice cutback from Kishin. And Shakirov just arriving there ahead of Verevkin. And Myanmar with the chance. And just unable to launch himself. Kong C2. Twice now he has had opportunities in the opening 6 minutes of the second half. Kong C2. And Matiash with a touch. Yellow card has been dished out to Vlasishev here. Got it to be swung in by Nian Chalong. Verevkin. Good vision as he spots Israelov. Tried to time it to match Verevkin's run in. Koko. Tidy intervention, but Shakirov. Now Konsitu. Mimitu. Chanok. And off Kitchen. Both teams not letting the rain bothering them. The football since the restart of this match has been of high quality from both sides. And we have chances from both sets of players. Avchev heads it clear. It's touched off by Mintut. Kachenko leave it for Kitchen to throw. Oh, Hithadhoo. Unbeatable here in the second half. That's the third time now. Hithadhoo has come in aid of his team. And Israelov tries to guide his header. There's Israelov again. Kitchen, shot charged out by Onkia. Minu. And Coco. Had a chance in the first half, in the 32nd minute. And in the ensuing melee, saw his opportunity going off. It's a close call, right on the edge of the penalty area. It's a foul there by Minu on Israelov. But it was done fair and square according to referee Ko. Vlasichev. Mong Luin, Kong Si2, unable to profit from a Kiao Koko's intended cross-in, which was snatched away by Cassian. Kong Si2. Earns the free kick. The yellow card for Belatsarov. So we're all square in terms of yellow cards. It's 2 in the second half for Kyrgyzstan. Following up to the 2 accorded to Myanmar's defenders in the first half. The champions of this tournament will have for themselves a place in the Asian Cup finals next January in Australia. The berth has been reserved for them in Group D, where they will play Iraq, Japan and Jordan. Shakarov will throw. Looks like a slip. And deemed a foul throw. Ongso. Away by Kishin. Picked up by Belatsarov. Couldn't quite draw out the best there of the Litfulev, who was hesitant in racing forward. Ongso. Kitchen. both he and Kim Mong-luin got hurt, and Saw Min Toon too. Well, Min Toon was at the end of the fall there from his captain, Kim Mong-luin. I think the referee has already given a goal kick. Says it was last touched by Kishin. Myanmar finished in 4th place in the 2008 as well as the 2010 Challenge Cup. Did not qualify for the last edition in 2012. Still harbouring hopes of making it to the semi-final stages. They trail still by the only goal of the game from Verevkin. An hour of football now having gone by here in Hithadhoo Football Stadium. It's a handball on Tin Saw, and Tin Saw is a nightmare from the first game being played out here again. And it was Tin Saw who was penalised for a second bookable offence in the game against the Maldives, in which he was judged to have handled the ball, which led to his dismissal. And remember, Tin Saw is already on a yellow card in today's match. He wasn't penalised, fortunately, but a free kick has been awarded to Kyrgyzstan. It's a powerful one from Kishin. Oh, that's... shots went like a rocket. And Min Min too was the Myanmarese player who bore the brunt of Kishin's ferocious attempt. Away by Mong-luin. Chanon fails to keep the ball in play. Cassian. Zamin Toon. Was fouled. Free kick to Myanmar. Yelong Kiao. Min Toon. Dispossessed by Verevkin. Now is Relov, and he in turn checked by Tin Saw. Kitchen. Off Min Woo for a throw to Kyrgyzstan, taken by Cassian. Balatarov. Pretty a disappointing ball. On Cow. Head and shoulders above the tallest Myanmar's player, Matish. Kyrgyzstan qualified as group champions, just like Myanmar. They were from Group B, and they played their games in the Bishkek. Oh, the goalkeeper, Matiesh, just giving cause there for concern. So Min 2. Illustrating how wet the ball is and the slippery conditions. Matish reacting, negating the danger eventually. Kitchen. Kyrgyzstan winning all their 3 games in the qualifying section by 1-0 scorelines over Macau, Tajikistan and Pakistan. Kyrgyzstan previously appeared in the 2006 and 2008 editions. The referee helps out Avchev. Gonsitu. Down goes Batish. Both goalkeepers in excellent form. Verevkin. Menacing figure going forward. Takes care of Tenzor. Off Tenzor for a corner. Look for Leif. Unable to keep the ball down. Myanmar, I'm sure, will be very much aware of the situation from the half-time reports that they received from the match involving Palestine and Maldives in Mali. Jolly well know that a defeat at the hands of Kyrgyzstan might send them tumbling out of the tournament. Verevkin. Strong challenge. And a good one at that by Yenong Kiao. Bulatano. Now to Gavchev. Shakirov. Kishin. Verevkin. Undecided. Whether to spread the ball out or have a strike. In the end decided to test Hithadhoo without much damage. Mimintu. Well, scooped up again by Matish. Plays with the minimal fuzz, both goalkeepers, and very rarely letting out shouts. Vlasichev has gone off, replaced by Abo Kondraliev. Myanmar will bring off Nien Chalong. And Yasa Winten is his replacement. Well, the rain at its heaviest point now. Yasa Winten makes his entrance for Rally Abramovich's side as the sight of David Tan being stretched off at the end of the first half. I think both goalkeepers will be the knowledge now that there'll be shots being rained at their goal from all angles. Shakirov. Israelov. Onkel. Yaza with his first touch. Koko. Back to Yaza. A nice pass from Avchev. Verevkin checks. Picked up by Kachenko. Down goes Lutfulev. It's Railov and the kitchen. Expressing interest in taking this free kick against Hithadhoo. And now Myanmar will be wary of the power of Kishin. It's Israelov. And the Hithadhoo now for the third time in the second half. It's a double-fisted punch away. Fast becoming his trademark. It's a fine challenge by Avchev. And Ongso runs into trouble in the form of Kitchen. Miru. The flag was up against Kaukoko. Matish sort of knew that the Myanmar centre forward was offside. Into the last 15 minutes now. The full air. Well, all of a sudden, the rain has moved away. But there are now pockets of water littered around the pitch. And the Matish, again, scooping up the ball confidently. Yaza. Verevkin. And the Kitchen touched away by Tiha. Myanmar will make their final change now. And Hithadhoo. Very smart dive to deny Kitchen. Off the head of Zomintun for another corner. Well, Hithadhoo much easier this time with the header from Avchev. Miru. Here's Koko. Touch back by Kongsitu to Koko. Almost a training crowd. Routine there, carried out by Matias. Enjoys those aerial confrontations, or the lack of it, from the Myanmar strike force. Israelov. Cut out there by Mintun. Kyrgyzstan's final change is Rilov, replaced by Aziz Sitkov. Our ball left watching. The ball was snatched away there by Minhu. Koko. Bintut. And also Mongluin to Yaza. Myanmar seems to be running out of ideas in front of goal. Just under 10 minutes to try and get the equaliser. A draw for Myanmar may not be enough for them to stay in contention for a place in the semi-finals. It all depends on what happens in the match between the Maldives and Palestine. Now with a chance, and the goalkeeper is there to foil it again, and the flag is up as the referee and his assistants both are recognising the foul committed by Kim Mong-luin before the ball was planted into the back of the Kyrgyzstan goal. Kiao Koko. There was Matish with the reaction to Kia Min-woo's shot, and Mong-luin clearly a foul before the ball was put in by Kong Si-tu. Sitkov, who had come on for Rilov for the final change for Kyrgyzstan. Tomorrow will be the final match day here in the group stage. It involves the Group B teams, Turkmenistan playing the Philippines, and Afghanistan with a match against bottom side Laos. Matches will be played in the afternoon. The rain, which has quieted down for the last 4 minutes, is back with the vengeance. 7 minutes of the 90 is left of this ball game. And Hithadhoo in action again with his trademark two-fisted punch. Minhu. And the foul called on the Myanmar player. I think it's Min Min Tu who gets booked for that rash challenge on Bulatsyanov. That makes it 3 Myanmarese players booked now, and only 1 Kyrgyzstani player booked two actually. Vlasichev and Balatzanov. Vlasichev no longer in the action, replaced by Abor. There's a race footage from Tenzor. Free kick, Kyrgyzstan. Just over. It's virtually involved in everything. Valery Kishin. Shakirov doesn't dare risk a pass back to his keeper. Kassin clear with the clearance. Goes behind for a goal kick. The biggest margin of victory so far in this tournament has been the 5-1 scoreline, registered by Turkmenistan over Laos. There's only been one scoreless draw. That came in the match involving the Philippines and Afghanistan. Concito's cross. And I think the ball had gone over the goal line when the two players clashed. Medical staff not needed back in. So Kassin, in fact, last touch to ball. And Matias, the more difficult the task, he performs better. That was rather pedestrian, but he took two touches. Verevkin. Shakirov. C2. Charged away by Yavchev. Taken over the goal line by Situong. We're inside the last minute. Of Shakirov. Kyakuku. Now Mimintu. Yaza. Much too strong for Situong to chase. Stoppage time has arrived. There will be 4 minutes to be played. Should Myanmar succumb to Kyrgyzstan and the Maldives and Palestine play out a draw in Mali, and the status quo will be preserved as when the teams started out. Will be Palestine, who will top Group A, and the Maldives will go along with them. Corner floated in. Kishin with the header away. Now Sitkov. Still unable to grasp the ground conditions. Sitkov charges there into Mintun. In fact, it's Lutfuliev with that reckless challenge on Mintun. Sakharov. Situong. Tensor. That's the corner of Lutfuliev. Yaza. The puddle of water there spoiled the intentions of Kishin, who was on a purposeful run forward. And the wicked bounce of the puddle stopped Kitchen's ambitions. Mongluin to Mimintu. Minu. Situong. Matish clearly intent on keeping his goal intact for this final group stage match. Pride certainly would have been restored with a win here for Kyrgyzstan. They've only got seconds to hold on to. And a handball. Lutfuliev Referee with whistle in the mouth. And blows for full time under very testy conditions here in the second half, with the rain coming down strongly. Kyrgyzstan holding on to a victory to send Myanmar to their second defeat here in the group stage. The all-important goal from that man, Verevkin, after 18 minutes of play. And Myanmar thwarted today by a stylish display in the goal by the Kyrgyzstan keeper, Pavel Matiesh. This match here in the Hithadhoo Football Stadium in the Group A of the Challenge Cup 2014 has finished with Kyrgyzstan the winners. They've defeated Myanmar by 1-0.
First of all, congratulations on your win. You're out of the group, but you got 3 points. Are you happy with your performance tonight?
Ну, в первую очередь поздравляем с победой. Ну, не вышли из группы, но все равно поздравляем. Как вы думаете, как вы сыграли сегодня?
Ну, во-первых, спасибо. Ну, сегодня играли, конечно, последняя игра. Нам надо было решать наши 4 гола, как бы, а забивать было тяжело, конечно. Ну, молодцы все, отдавались игре, старались. Все равно 3 очка. Жалко, конечно, что не вышли из группы, но ничего страшного.
First of all, thank you very much for your congratulations. Yes, we've been trying to. Everybody knew that we needed to